y'all. Look at this. So I got the American eggs. So it's just scrambled eggs with the hash brown and some bacon. This French toast looks good. And I got a fruit bowl, the red berries, and this is the syrup. So yes, I am about to grub. But you guys, I really just wanted to come and just tell you guys my thoughts, because I just got super emotional right now, and whatever, I'm just gonna let you guys see these emotions, because they're real. I just want to say that God is so good. Okay, I feel so blessed, so honored, just so favored by God, because I see God's work in my life. And I wouldn't see it the way that I see it now if I would have kept trying to continue to do things in my own will, like my own strength. Meaning I've always felt the Holy Spirit, guiding me and leading me, and I'll look and be like, dang, how did I get that done? But during these past, 3 years since I decided to leave my first marriage, God literally had to sit me down, you guys. When I say he had to sit me down, I got a brand new 2023 Mercedes-Benz GLB 250. And, my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm going to get this car. I already had another car, but I was like, I'm going to get this car. I'm going to rent it out on Turo, which I did. And I'm going to make money and do that and stuff. Lo and behold, I ended up getting that car. Trust me, this story is going somewhere. I ended up getting the Mercedes-Benz. It was straight off the lot, 10 miles on it, through my business, Cherish Your Beauty. And at the end of the day, I was just like, cool, I'm going to do this. Nothing's going to keep me down, because to be honest, after 10 years of marriage, I really didn't have anything to show for it besides what I was doing, make sure everything's done and all that. Like, I was literally working myself to the ground and almost to death, to where God was like, no, daughter, like, this is not what I have for you. This is not the marriage and the life that I have for you, So long story short, once I relinquished, gave it up to God, I had to start over. So I'm leaning to like, okay, I'm a go-getter, y'all. I'm always finding ways. I've been doing this entrepreneur life since 2009. No, what is it, 2009? Oh my goodness. Yes, since 2009, I've been on this entrepreneur journey since I graduated from college. But, I've just been trusting God with everything. So if I'm still here and I have breath in my lungs, I feel like, okay, I'm always try to find things and ideas and ways to make, money. If God says this is what he wants me to do and stuff, I used everything that he purposed me to do. So long story short, he literally had to sit me down, because after I made that decision with the cars, I was like, man, I was trying to find a house for me and the kids. I was like trying to, stick to my goals despite of what didn't work out. I was like, I'm still going to get a house. I'm still going to keep moving forward. But, we have distractions coming our way sometimes. And I had another distraction in form of a man. And I had this car, I had all this stuff that I needed to take care of. On top of that, really having nowhere to go, because I was looking for a stable place that I can afford. But during that time, y'all, I was pregnant. I was very much pregnant. I found out 2 days after I decided to leave my ex-husband that I was pregnant. So it was just a lot of stuff on me. And God had just sat me down, pretty much stripping me of everything that I thought I needed to do, like all of my understanding and stuff. The other car that I had that I was going to be driving when the Mercedes-Benz was going to be rented out ended up getting broken into, destroyed. Somebody destroyed it when it was sitting at one of my sister's apartments. And then I only had the Mercedes to drive. So I'm driving this car. Now I'm not making that extra income that I planned on. And then I meet this man, and then, but long story short, that car ended up getting totaled. And that was a sign that I shouldn't even have been dealing with this person. But I just kept holding on to the dreams and promises that God has for me. But God was like, look, I get it. You're trying, you're doing your best to check these boxes, to do what it is that I put on side of you. And trust me, you did a good darn job. And the Lord had to literally tell me this. but cherish. As much as you're trying to do it and bring it all to fruition, is as much as I need you to trust me, because your heart and your mind is in the right place. Now, let me do the work, meaning let me do what you can't do. Okay, let me bring these miracles into your life. Let me bring these supernatural destiny helpers and blessings into your life. So when God stripped me of everything, nothing to really lean on. I didn't have nobody. God showed me during my time of homelessness for a year and a half or so who was for me, who's not. I had friends that I known for years didn't offer for me to come and stay there with them. I had family members like, oh, you can't stay here. You got to, It's just crazy how God just showed me everybody around me and who they were. They weren't really for me at all. So it wasn't until I was staying in a hotel, I had got a week voucher from the county, and I said, one thing about me is I'm going to proclaim and I'm going to speak it into existence, and I'm also going to really trust God. This was probably the third time I had to really start over. And once I started realizing the cycles in my life and the things that I'm like, okay, God's really trying to wake me up, Cherish. You need to stop. Just sit down. Because I would sometimes go against the grain. Like, I know God's telling me to sit down, rest, reflect, do whatever I need to do. But I still was like, no, I don't want to stop. I'm not a giver upper. I'm not going to stop. I don't give up. But this was the moment where I was just so tired. I was defeated. And I'm like, you know what, Lord, I'm going to get a place by the time this voucher is up. And this was on a Friday. The voucher was going to be up on a Monday. So I said, before I leave this hotel, I will have a place. But instead of me, y'all, asking for what I wanted, which was a house, I said, you know what, Lord, I trust you. Forget what I want. I trust that you're going to put me in the place that's going to be perfect for me and the kids to start fresh, to start over. And lo and behold, I ended up applying for a place that I saw. And I didn't hear anything from them. So I saw other applications denied because my credit was horrible by this time. Obviously, with the brand new car, I had everything was just all bad. And so I just trusted God. And lo and behold, the night before it was going to be the end day, the lady contacted me and said, hey, are you still interested in the apartment? You can come and look at it tomorrow, which was the day that I was going to have to get out anyways. And sure enough, long story short, and I'm going to see the place. They gave me the place on the spot, and it was just obviously the work of God. But once I moved into the place, the main thing I heard God was saying, you make this a home, because I really wasn't able to make any place that I was at a home. I was always living with somebody, or always had somebody pretty much dim what I believed I was led to do. That's why it's important to be around equally yoked people, like-minded people. So that was the first mission. I was like, I'm making this a home. I want it to feel like me. I wanted to take pride in it, make sure it's clean, make sure the kids are comfortable and good. That's how I went into that. Almost 2 years now, and after everything I still went through, another marriage and things like that. But seeing how I literally just gave it up all to God. I said, you know what, Lord, I'm done. No more of me trying to keep plan A, plan B, plan C, plan B. It's nothing to that nature anymore. It hasn't been like that for these last 3 years, because every time I tried to plan, the plan was falling through. And not to say, it says a man plans his course and God would guide your steps. But for me and my journey at this moment, God was like, you planned and you planned and you did it. And you walked the walk and you talked the talk and you did it. I know what you can do. Now let me show you what I can do. That's what God's been telling me. So these last 3 years, I've just been seeing God's miracles. I've been seeing God's love, favor, just everything that he wants to give me because of my faith in him and my trust in him and my willingness to just do his will and to do everything he told me, he has purposed me to do. Unfortunately, I did have a lot of the wrong people in my life and things like that, but I never stopped. I kept going no matter what. And no matter what it looked like or felt like. I kept going. And now I'm here in the Maldives on this vacation that is not in my tax bracket, all right? But I'm experiencing this joy of just being able to trust God with everything, y'all. And it's been like this for the last 3 years. I wake up in the morning, I'm like, Lord, what would you have me to do today? Okay, you want me to do this? You want me to do that? I'm in true peace. I'm in true just rest in the Lord. I'm not wanting for nothing, okay? The money, gets low or things get a little, I'm like, okay, I start to feel my old self coming through and be like, oh, okay, you got to try to plan it. And then I just feel the Spirit of the Lord saying, nope, I got this. Don't trip, daughter. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I just got really emotional right now because here I am about to eat some bomb breakfast. I've been enjoying this trip so far and it's all just been going smoothly and it's just great. And God is so good. I feel the presence of the Lord over my life and protecting me and watching over me and things like that. And I'm just looking forward to what God has left, in store for me, for all of my days here on earth, because 3 years ago to now, and I have been, if you guys been watching my videos, I've been talking about the rebirth, the transformation that I've been undergoing. It really, really started beginning of this year, 2025, January. But like I said, the past 3 years has really been me undergoing some type of rebirth and transformation. But I'm just so excited to see what the Lord has in store for me, because I know it's going to be great, because I don't have a plan A, plan B, plan C, but the plans that I would have had would have caused a little bit of anxiety, a little stress, a little bit of worry, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And now it's just like, it's none of that, because I trust God with everything now. It's like, God, please, I know you got me, and that's what it means to fully put all your trust in the Lord, you guys. Just stop thinking you know better than God. Just stop thinking God's not going to have you. As long as you put your faith and trust in him, he's going to direct your path. He's going to make your path straight. He's going to make sure that everything that he has purposed you to do will be fulfilled in Jesus' name. Amen. But anyways, y'all, I just wanted to come and say that. Let me go ahead and eat this food before it gets too cold. But yes, y'all, that's it. Always remember to cherish your beauty and be all that God has created you to be. Mind, body, and spirit. And I'll catch y'all later.